I don't work. I don't plan to work. Absolutely not. I'm not entrepreneurial.
Really? But one of the things I like about you is that you didn't move to Accra. You moved to somewhere else.
What I didn't know when I purchased the land was the challenges with infrastructure. It was like $660.
Gee, that's throwaway money, isn't it?
Of America, I have access to whatever I want, whenever I want it. I had a whole full breakdown over food around Thanksgiving. Here, everything is piecemeal. I was not ready for that. So my budget was $50,000. Ghanaian youth are very different from American youth.
When you come to Ghana, you have to fill your days doing something. Airbnb is great, but it doesn't necessarily fill you every day.
Being married to a Ghanaian man has been, I'm blackity black. Like I'm pro-black, right? When I come to Accra, I'm like, oh my goodness, my little bit of money I came with would be gone already. When the diasporans find out about the Volta region, it's a wrap.
Hey guys, welcome to an episode of Built for Ghana. Today I have with me Carla. Hey Carla, how you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you. It's nice to be speaking to you today.
Nice to speak to you and meet you as well.
You too. Okay, so are you Ghanaian?
I'm not Ghanaian.
Where are you from?
I am from the United States of America, nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay. I was like, where is that? Okay, D.C. Yeah.
D.C.
Okay, and how long have you been in Ghana now?
I moved officially in September, so almost a year now. I've been coming to Ghana since 2016, off and on, but I moved officially in September.
Okay, all right. And what brought you to Ghana? Why Ghana of all the places?
Initially or recently? So the first time I came to Ghana was in 2016. I fell in love with it. I made a promise to come back, which I did. I came back 3 years later in 2019. Didn't know anything about the year of return. It wasn't, I didn't come for that. I came for my 40th, actually.
Okay.
So I came back in 2019 with a couple of girlfriends. That second trip solidified it for me that Ghana was like, it just felt like home. So after that, I initially planned to retire in Ghana, did the math in my head.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, okay, I'll retire here. And then that turned into Ghana 2030. And then I met my husband in 2022.
Okay.
And Ghana 2025.
So you met your husband here?
It's a long story.
Okay, wrap it up into like 30 seconds for me.
So my background is in youth development, and my husband is a teacher. He also has a basketball program in the Volta region of Ghana. So we met basically through our passion and connection for around youth development and young people. Yeah.
Oh.
In short.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're married now?
I'm married.
How long did it take you from meeting him to getting married?
We met in late 2022. We got married in August 2024. So 2 years.
And then you decided that you were going to move here?
Yeah. So like I said, I was already moving here anyway, right? So we went from retirement to 2030 to 2025. Actually, I had a Ghana 2025 goal before I even met my husband. So it just aligned perfectly and worked out well. So, yeah, but to answer your question, I chose Ghana. It's probably best to say Ghana chose me, actually, at this point. But just because I just feel like home here. I feel like it's a connection.
Yeah.
I no longer wanted to reside in America. So, this is home.
Okay. Wow. I love that.
Thank you.
Okay, so what was your plan having moved from the States to come here? I know you said you were kind of hoping to retire in 2030, right? So you obviously were putting some money aside. So, but obviously you've come early now. So what was your plan? What were you going to do in terms of like financially to keep yourself going?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I've never really been a super career ambitious person. So for me, that was my opportunity to choose something different. Aside from like continuing on the career path trajectory.
Okay.
So, like I said, my background is in youth development. So initially, my plan was, okay, let me build up my youth development portfolio, so that I could come over here, just because I'd also assessed a need here in terms of like what young people, what I felt young people could use and what they needed.
Yeah.
And so the goal was to become like a youth development consultant, a youth development expert, which is still the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But I essentially I resigned my job. I saved for a while. Moved out of my apartment. Moved in with my aunt for a few months. Saved money. Saved. And then it was time for the big move. And so, yeah, what I've done now, I don't work. I don't plan to work technically for anybody. That's not my, don't want to do that.
So that's the entrepreneurial journey. So did you have that feeling to be entrepreneurial in the States?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely not. I'm not entrepreneurial.
Really?
At all. Nope. I think it kind of forced me to like be more open to that path. I am building an Airbnb, a structure with the hopes of putting it up on Airbnb, and also for short-term rental.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the best thing to do, based on the locale of where we live. So not entrepreneurial at all. It's something that I've had to like grow to embrace in terms of like the the learning curve, but not entrepreneurial at all. But it makes sense for me though, because I'm not a career type of corporate America type of person. So
I mean, that's honest of you to admit, because a lot of people will say, oh yeah, I'm an entrepreneur because they really want to be. But honestly, not everybody can be entrepreneur, and not everybody is, because it's not the easy path to take. It's really stressful, it's really hard. And so I appreciate your honesty in that, But one of the things I like about you is that you didn't move to Accra, you moved to somewhere else. Where did you move to?
I live in the Volta region with my husband.
My hometown.
Yeah, so I live in Hohwe, with my husband. Honestly, it's really interesting, because when I come to Accra, I do have FOMO. Like I have fear of missing out. Like I'm a city girl, right? I'm from DC. But after a while, I actually was tired of the city life. So it works out for me. I think the balance for me is like, okay, Volta Region is good. It's slower paced. When I feel the need to like get away, I can always come to Accra. Enjoy some nightlife, enjoy some live music and things like that. But it wasn't my choice, honestly. Like I'm there. My husband lives there. That's our home now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I choose actually the house that. So I didn't say. So back in 2020, I actually bought land.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So when I came in 2019. And I decided this is home. I bought land in 2020. It's about an hour and a half outside of Accra.
Okay.
Towards the Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
So that was like my initial, plan to probably, and I think that would be ideal for me. Like not in the city center, but like not too far away. So
okay. And what was that buying process like for you? Is your land still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It wasn't hard. Thankfully, I have somebody who's like a brother to me that I trusted and continue to trust, who managed the whole process for me.
Oh, wow.
In terms of like, I purchased it, but after I purchased it, he just so happens to be somebody that does builds and manages things.
Right.
So he's the person that has been managing that, and I'm blessed in that regard. Like I haven't experienced any of the horror stories that people have in terms of like building. And
okay, so that's where you're building.
That's where I'm building. It's on pause though.
Okay, why is it on pause?
It's on pause because what I didn't know when I purchased the land was the challenges with infrastructure. So like, you know, you're from the UK, I'm from the US. So we're used to like, okay, going through a developer, right, and building. So you know that if you buy this land, if you purchase this land and you buy this house, it's gonna be ready by this amount of time, and when it's ready, the infrastructure will be there, right? The electricity will be there, the piping, the water, all of that. I didn't know that when I purchased the land, really that like I would be dependent on like the surrounding infrastructure. Right. So after really giving it some thought, and you know, it made sense to put it on pause and really use that money to invest in something like the Airbnb, like the short term structure. Short term rental structure that I'm building. Right. So yeah, because every time I would go back and look at the progress of the structure, it would only be my friend and I, because my friend and I, we purchased plots next to each other. Right. So every time we would go back, ours would be the only structure that was going up. And I didn't understand that, like, okay, you can build this house tomorrow. Yeah. But you won't really be able to live in it because the infrastructure is
unless you want to be off grid.
Unless you want to completely be off grid. And I didn't have that understanding at the time. So yeah, it was a great decision though.
That's a really good point, because I think a lot of people just think, okay, I'm just going to buy land and build, but you haven't thought about the infrastructure. You haven't thought about those other things, because the cost is on you. It's not on anybody else. If you want electricity, you're going to have to pay for the poles to come to your property. Exactly. That's an extra expense that we don't often account for. So that's really interesting. Yeah. Do you know how much did you pay for the lands back then?
Are you ready?
Tell me.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
2020. My plot of land, and this is I think Kaswa is probably the closest area, like it's towards Winneba. Yeah. It was like $660.
Gee, that's throwaway money, isn't it? Damn. What size is the plot?
100 by 100.
That's a full size plot as well. That's really good. That's a good deal.
I couldn't believe it. In my mind, so I'd already, like I said, I had already had like this timetable in my mind. Yeah. All right, retirement, which wasn't 2030, right? Obviously, retirement is far off. Yeah. But then it was retirement, and then it was 2030. And in my mind, like, I don't know where this number came from, but in my mind, I was like, okay, the plot of land is probably going to be, let's say 5,000. And I don't know where that figure came from, but that's what I was thinking.
That would be reasonable to put in your heads, yeah.
So when they came back and said like 660 or however much it was, the equivalent in CDs, and I did the math, I was like, no, you're joking.
I'll take 4 of those, please, you know?
Listen, and my friend got on top of it as well, and our plots are right next to each other. And like, it was a good deal. There's like different villas or communities there, and they have some that are closer to the beach. I think mine is about a 10-minute drive away from the beach directly. Okay. So
that's lovely.
I couldn't believe it. I said 600 and who? 6 what? Like, it was crazy. I was prepared to spend a lot more money. So even though I've paused, long term is absolutely, and it's gonna be a good investment. Like I said, it's very close to the coast. So.
Yeah. Do you know how much it's worth now?
I have no idea, but a couple years, actually not even a couple years later, I was told that the price had like tripled. Yeah. So it's probably a nice little bit at this point. Yeah. Which is still good. Like even if it's 2,000 per, whatever.
Still, yeah.
But yeah, that's how much I got it for. Like less than $700.
Okay. So what was your plan then? Were you gonna, if you had continued to build that, were you and your husband gonna move to Cape Coast, or did you plan on staying in the Volta region?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think long term it'll probably end up being like a rental property or a place where we can go if we want to get away or spend some time in Accra, or if we end up like wanting to move to this area closer here, it'll be available to us.
Okay, that makes sense. So what is it like living in the Volta region? Because some people just feel like Accra is the best place to come because there's more business opportunities, there's more life, there's more things happening. What's it like in the Volta region? Give us the honest truth of what it's like.
I think it depends on what you're looking for, right? For me, like I said, I'm a city girl, right? But I was also tiring of city life. So for me, it has been a challenge, to be honest with you. Being from the city, being from like the nation's capital of America, I have access to whatever I want, whenever I want it, right?
Yeah.
If I want, if whatever I want, I can get in my car. I can go to Target. I can go to Walmart. I can go to Home Depot. I can go to any shopping mall and get whatever I want. Right, in one trip. Right here. In the Volta region, that has been a challenge in terms of like not having as much access to things. Or, in America, we can just go to Amazon and just order whatever we want and it's on our doorstep in 2 days.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, it is really a convenience that you don't realize how much you've taken advantage of until you don't have access to that. So it's been a challenge. I'm a foodie. I love food. That actually has been probably the biggest challenge I was not anticipating. Like, I had a whole full breakdown over food around Thanksgiving time, like this past year. I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it's just, the same in the Volta region. Like, here in Accra, there are, you have people from all over the world, so you can get whatever kind of food you want. Right? If I want some
expensive,
Thai food,
but
it's expensive. But if I want some Thai food, I can get some Thai food, some Chinese food, some tacos. I had tacos last night, right? Which is my favorite food. In the Volta region, it's been very difficult because you'll go to any restaurant, right? And they give you the menu. And what's on the menu? Everything's on the menu, right? They have burgers on the menu. Chicken burgers, regular burgers, fish burgers, pizza, this, that. And then when you say, oh, I would like to order, and then they say, oh, sorry, we don't have that. We have, what do you have? We have jollof, we have fried rice, we have
the regular food.
And so that's been a challenge for me. I'm managing though. My body loves it here. In terms of, just being regulated and not eating junk all the time. But I would be lying if I didn't say I missed it. So for me, it's just like, the biggest challenge has just been like not having access to what I'm used to having access to.
No, that's very nice. So that's a gap in the market for people then, because people do move to the Volta region. For sure. And so
it's a few diasporans in the Volta region as well. So I mean, I definitely have thought about, maybe eventually providing some type of something. Because I tell you, when I come to Accra, I have to come with my little freezer bag. And go and get simple things to me, like for me, ground beef or minced beef.
Oh, you can't get up there?
No.
Really? See the opportunities. This is opportunity. Something so simple.
Something so simple as ground beef.
So what do you eat over there?
Rice, a lot of rice dishes, a lot of chicken. I do like local food. I just can't eat it over and over again. Like, I'm used to variety. So a lot of rice, noodles, so spaghetti, chicken, like things I never cooked before. I cook now. Because I've had to be more creative.
Oh, I feel you, because I had that experience.
Something as simple as curry chicken, which I love. I never actually made curry chicken. And my husband laughs all the time. He's like, "Oh, curry chicken tonight?" Because I'm like, I don't have that many choices, you know?
Yeah.
So, I try to be a little more creative. But when I come to Accra, like I said, I'll get the ground beef and I'm able to make tacos because I came with taco seasoning. Or, my family sent me a care package that has taco seasoning in it. Or, last week I made spaghetti because I came back with some ground beef.
Yeah.
So, just having to be creative. It's not easy though.
Yeah, I know. But you're a bit of a hustler because you come to Accra on the TroTro.
Yes, by myself now.
Yeah.
It took a while. And honestly, I never, that was a goal. I'd ride the TroTro with my husband. And it's just so intense. It's not like, the bus system in your, metropolitan cities in the West where I'm getting on the A2. This is the bus route that it takes. And I ring the bell when I want to get off, right?
Yep.
And here you have to know the junction names and you have to be assertive enough to tell the driver where you want to stop. So it was a goal and to come by myself, to get on the TroTro by myself, which I started a couple months ago. And it was a huge feat. I tell you, I felt so proud of myself. I just asked him, okay, babe, I'm going, this is where I'm going in Accra. Which stop do I get off? And he tells me which stop to get off, and I get an Uber to where, my location is. But yeah, the TroTro is now.
And how much does that cost?
It's not much from Howay to Accra directly. It's 100 cedis. Which is
bad.
$8.
That's not bad, because if you were to rent a car or something, it would cost you 10 times. You know?
So I'm not gonna lie though, if I had it, if I could afford to splurge on a rental or a driver, I would, just for the convenience of it. But it's doable,
Wow, okay. All right, so your Airbnb, have you started building that?
I've started. It's done.
It's done?
For the most part.
What was the process like?
So it's on land, my husband's family land already, so I didn't have to purchase any land or anything. I had seen a model of a structure that I liked, and so I was like, I think I like this. So it's basically one structure but two different rooms.
Okay.
And the process. Being from America, again, you're used to going through a developer or going through a contractor who lays it all out, right? You show them this is what I want, and they give you your options, and they tell you, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, this is the finishing that we're going to go with, this is the floor print, this is the architectural design, all of those things, right?
Yeah.
Here, everything is piecemeal. I was not ready for that. And also, I've never been a homeowner. I've rented.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my whole life. Even growing up as a child. My mom and I, we lived in apartments. I've never...
Why?
Because I'm from D.C. And so there are houses in D.C., but, it's nothing when you're from, a city like D.C. to rent. It's like being in New York.
Right.
There are not really too many standalone homes in New York, so everybody rents now. You have various levels of apartments, right? But yeah, my mom and I, we always lived in apartments. And so when it was time for me to move out, I really didn't want to own a home. I was fine with living in an apartment. So I did not ever really have the experience of owning a home. But I do know what that process looks like in America, and here is just very different. You have your carpenter, right? You have your plumber. You have everybody's doing their own thing, and to me, the challenge was, as a person who's I am not how do I explain this? I know what I like when I see it, right? But I'm not able to communicate to you exactly what I want. But here you have to.
Yes.
Like if I go to a carpenter in America, you go to the store and you have 100 beds to choose from. Literally.
Yeah.
You go to a showroom and you have everything there for you to choose from.
Yeah.
So you choose everything you want.
Yeah.
Here, the carpenter will ask you, what do you, and I'm like, you don't have a book you can show me?
Yeah.
Like you don't have, and so now I have to know what type of door I want. I have to know what kind of wood I want. I have to know what kind of bed I want. I have to know like all of these things in this piecemeal, and that's been very challenging for me because in my mind, I might choose this thing and then the next thing doesn't go with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it's like when I look at that house right there, that house is perfect to me because the colors match, everything matches.
Yeah.
The roof matches, right? I don't know what kind of roof to get. Like you tell me what kind of roof. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's been the challenge.
Okay. Has it been capital intensive to do it?
Yes, but not too much because in terms of like American standards of capital, that's what I'm doing. I would never be able to do in America ever with my money.
Okay,
not a loan, not a mortgage, not anything.
Yeah. Okay. How much have you spent on doing the Airbnb?
So my budget was $50,000 and
dollars. Okay.
And I'm coming up on that, and it's done pretty much.
Okay.
So we're talking like like I said, the one structure with the 2 rooms, everything completed, everything is probably going to be around that much.
Okay. And how much do you think that same thing would cost you in the States?
It wouldn't. Because I wouldn't, like, first of all, the land alone.
Okay, just the structure. Just say just the structure by itself. How much, if you were to guess?
It depends on where I would be. I'm from DC, so let's just say the DMV area, the DC metropolitan area.
Yeah.
$200,000.
Wow. It's a lot of money.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Just because DC is such an expensive area.
Yeah.
And that's actually lowballing. Yeah, if I had to like build something like that from the ground up, probably it would be a pretty penny.
Okay.
Which I don't have $200,000.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So it's been crazy, like to me looking back on like, wow, not only do I live in Ghana, but like I'm doing these things that I would have never imagined that I would be able to do in America. You know?
But okay, so you have the Airbnb going, right? But how are you filling your days?
So it's not open yet.
Yeah, and that's what I'm asking you. Okay. How are you filling your days?
Great question. Great question. I'm filling my days. So one of the things that I did mention was that I'm passionate about youth development, right? So I'm working on my youth development curriculum, fleshing that out, so that I could go out and do youth development workshops. Which I have been doing. I'm in two communities now.
Okay.
Where I do workshops in the Volta region. So just fleshing that curriculum out and really tailoring it to the needs in Ghana, because Ghanaian youth are very different from American youth.
In what way?
Oh boy. Again, I've been doing youth work for a very long time with DC kids, inner city youth. Yeah. You know, let's just say they're very outspoken, you know, they can be very rambunctious. And I'm used to working with young people who are not like so timid, you know, and will tell you how it is. Like, I've been cussed out before. Like, these are things that I'm used to. You know, and I'll get you straight, right? But that's what I'm used to. And I worked I worked with middle school and high school kids for a while. And then my last job was working in workforce development. So I work with 18 to 26 year olds, pretty much. So that's what I'm used to. And so when I come to Ghana and like the kids won't like look at me in my eyes or like they're so timid and they respect me and they have manners, which I like, but I'm also like, I want you to be a little more outspoken and I want you to, feel like you can talk to me as an adult. Yeah. So that's really what my work focuses on. Like really building that confidence.
So do you do this for free?
Right now, yes. But my goal is to take what I have and go to various go to the school system or go to different NGOs that will.
Do you know why I'm smiling like this?
Why?
Because you're basically doing an entrepreneurial journey. You're creating a business for yourself. Yes. You realize that?
Yeah, I do. I do realize that. I do. I realize that. Again, it's very new to me though. So, what I'm having to do is like figure out how to structure it in such a way and how to sell it in such a way. It's needed for sure, but I don't personally know anybody who gets paid to teach young people critical thinking.
You'll figure it out.
And confidence and leadership skills.
Because it's definitely something I feel like is needed here for sure. And so you're pretty much you have the background. You're going to figure it out as you take each step. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, when they start their entrepreneurial journey, nobody knows what they're doing. We're all just trying to figure it out and you're just figuring it out. But eventually you're going to do it. Yeah. And you're going to realize how much impact you can make through doing what you love. Because when you come to Ghana, you have to fill your days doing something. Airbnb is great, but it doesn't necessarily fill you every day. I've got to get up and do. Once you have someone in there, it's like, okay, they're in there. Like, what have you got to do?
And listen, I found that out the hard way because, again, I'm someone who has never really self-identified with her career. Like I do what I do or did what I did in the States because I genuinely loved it. I have a passion for it. Yeah. And I'm good at it, right? And so I've never was like, oh, let me climb the career ladder. Yeah. Even my last job, I worked for an organization called Year Up and I absolutely loved it there. But I never was like, I have ambition to become I'm here because this is what I love to do, and at the end of the day that's why I'm here. It's been really inspiring to like see the journey. Oh, and what I was gonna say is that like I've never been a person who like put their identity in their career ever. However, when you're here and you ain't got to do like I was like blown away when I realized that like, oh, like my identity really was in kind of that. You know what I mean? And this has come from somebody who was like intentional about not making that her identity. And when you're here and you don't have really anything to do and you don't feel like you have a purpose, it really messes with your psyche and your mind.
Oh, absolutely.
So I definitely have had to find a routine, create a routine and create some level of structure, especially being in the Volta region. Because if I was in Accra, I just get my butt up and just go out and walk and explore and, do all of these things. But there, I really realized that like my whole identity is shifting because this is what I did. Yeah. You know what I mean? So to your point about like having to fill my day up has been what I've been having to do for the past few months. Like after I came and got settled and slept and, rested and all of those things, it was like, okay, you're here now. You definitely have to, find something to do.
It's
Find
a huge
purpose.
change. Yeah, it's a huge change. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, okay, I know that journey has been hard. Is there anything that you regret about moving there at all? Or do you still like it there?
No, I like it in the Volta region. I have everything I prayed for. It's just like doesn't look the way I thought it would look right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like I wanted a slower life. I wanted to live off the land to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I wanted to eat more healthy and more naturally. So now we have fowl.
Okay.
And now I have to wake up and feed the fowl.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
okay.
You said you wanted.
Now you got it.
Yeah, and now you got it, right? And so we planted some, we have a garden where we planted some seeds. And those are all things that I was trying to do in the States that really didn't work out well for me just because, like I said, I lived in an apartment. And so these are things that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's just not on the softer side, if that makes sense. So I don't have any regrets. I think that, you know, it hasn't even been a year yet, so I've really had to be patient with myself and like trust the process and trust that, you know, where this is going. It's beautiful. The journey is challenging, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I get it.
Honestly.
So I want to ask you something. What's it like being married to a Ghanaian? I'm sure you knew I was going to ask you.
I mean, never been married before. So I don't have any comparisons.
Yeah.
But being married to a Ghanaian man has been great. Honestly, I mean, I would be lying if I said it didn't have its challenges.
Yeah.
I think the challenges are being married in general.
Oh yeah.
Like
you
know, I've been blessed to like have friends and people in my life who always like I can always see the reality of marriage and how challenging and hard it can be. So in that regard, I think that's just the marriage thing.
Yeah.
Married to a Ghanaian has been great in terms of just having like a man who like is a man's man and who gets up every day and his entire day is filled with something to do. So he's either going to the farm or he's at work because he's a teacher or he's doing his basketball training or he's doing this or he's doing that. And he just has a hustle mentality and a grind mentality that I think is cultural, that I love about him. There are some cultural challenges and some other things like, you know, communication differences that I think are cultural. But it's been great. It's been great.
What did your family say when you said you're going to marry a Ghanaian man?
So my family, so like I said, the first time I came to Ghana was in 2016. So after a while, when I kept going and coming and going and coming, I was like, hey guys, like, you know, eventually I'm moving to Ghana. So let's like start to embrace that idea. Right. And so when I married a Ghanaian, it was almost just like a puzzle piece that fit. It's just like, oh, okay, you wanted to move to Ghana anyway. And now, there was just the icing on the cake, to be honest with you. So it was not really any issues there with my family.
That's lovely. That's really nice. So tell me, what has been like some of the best moments you've had in Ghana so far?
Oh my goodness, Ghana's like a roller coaster, man. Like it's honestly like an emotional roller coaster. The best moments that I've had has just been the general welcoming nature of Ghanaians in the hospitality. I've always been, I'm a Pan-Africanist and I'm blackity black. Like I'm pro-black, right? And so for me, as a person from the States, right, who like has celebrated Kwanzaa, right? And you have these 7 principles of Kwanzaa, you know, cooperative economics and self-determination and, you know, purpose and, you know, working together, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to aspire to that, but then like when you're in Ghana, like you see that in everyday life. Like I see the things that I've aspired to, like in everyday life, and like the sense of community here, everywhere has just been, it's just been great. So, and then the peace that I have here.
Yeah.
You know, the peace that I have now. I have stress in different ways, but just the general level of peacefulness, and I just love how like everything seems to interconnect here. It's like a rhythm.
Yeah.
Ghana is like a rhythm, and everybody has their place.
Yeah.
And finds their place, even without kind of being told to.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say is one of the more difficult things for the diaspora who want to move back to Ghana? What would you say is hard? Is hard for them, or they need to be careful of?
So in the same vein of like everybody being so hospitable, you really do have to be careful of who you trust. Because for me, and this may be a sore spot for Ghanaians or for, you know, to me, I feel very vulnerable in terms of like, if something were to happen to me in terms of like some type of crime or, you know, I've been taken advantage of, I do not feel like the accountability is there. And that makes me feel extremely vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I'd say, you know, it's really important to do your due diligence and your research. And don't just like jump at any opportunity.
Yeah.
Come to Ghana as many times as you can before you move, you know, experience it for a bit so that you can like really understand the lay of the land, understand the cultural aspects before you move. But the lack of accountability here and just the systems not working the way I'm used to systems working has been like a really, really big challenge for me.
So did you have a situation that actually happened to you that made you give that advice?
No, I haven't really been taken advantage of. I've heard stories and I see how it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I'm married to a Ghanaian because he is kind of like a protection for me. He explains certain things to me that don't make sense in the moment. Like in general, I'm a people person, and you know, I am gonna speak to everybody, and I want to know, you know. And he's just like, he introduces me to people that he wants me to know for a specific reason.
Right.
It's not like, oh, I don't want you to meet that person, but it's almost like he understands boundaries, and so in hindsight, I'm like, oh, that makes sense because I can't be open like the same way that I'm used to being open because like you just have to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries in general wherever you go, but it's just a sort of like a layer of protection and caution that you know, you want to make sure that you take.
Yeah, for sure. What kind of budget do you think someone can work with moving to Ghana?
It depends. I mean, when I come to Accra, I'm like, oh my goodness, my little bit of money I came with would be gone already. Because September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We're June, right?
Yeah.
So I've been here 9 months. And I'm still doing okay, right? With the money that I have, it's going to last me for a little bit, prayerfully. But if I were in Accra and I had to pay rent, and I was like had access to the food that I wanted to have, you know, and cocktails and going out, and I don't know. I'm not sure I'd be in the same position. So it depends on the lifestyle that you want.
So where you are at the moment, what kind of budget works for you a month?
I mean, honestly, I have literally two bills from the States. My phone bill, my credit card bill. Everything else is just like day-to-day life. And things come up, right?
Yeah.
Especially when I first moved and I had to pay for my Ghana card and I had to do this and do that. I don't spend $1,000 a month.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think maybe I spend like maybe $800 a month.
Okay, that's still a lot of money though.
It is,
a lot of money.
It is, right? And I mean,
because I reckon you could do $800 here in Accra. So
I don't understand how though.
Okay,
I mean, this
is
my phone bill.
Oh,
so
okay,
those are the two bills that I have to pay, which is not a lot of money, but that's in there, right? And eating, which again, I'm not. My husband does a lot of the cooking, but I'm, you know, there's only so much that I'm gonna be able to cook. So eating, which is not a lot. Eating out is not a lot. I think it's like the incidental things that come up that you don't realize. The internet, having to pay for internet hasn't been. I think that's cost about $50 a month. Okay. And then also, I'm not washing my clothes by hand, and we don't have a washing machine. So that's another, which is a good business, by the way, in some place like the Volta region. Yeah. That's pretty costly. You get someone to there's a guy that does laundry service. Oh, really? But it's not like it's like I don't know what method he uses, but when I get my clothes back, I feel like they've been to the dry cleaners.
Really? So he takes your stuff, washes them and everything, and then brings
irons
it.
Really? Folds it.
How much does that cost?
It's expensive because what I would say may be like 2 or 3 loads of clothes. It's like $35.
Okay, that's
I pay for the convenience though. I don't. So let's say I do that like a couple of times a month. Okay. But I don't mind paying for the convenience. But that's expensive, right? Because it's only 3 loads of clothes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I can see.
I mean, compared to I lived in an apartment, right? Which I did not have my own washer and dryer in my unit. So, but we had one in the building. Okay. So compared to what I would spend if I went to a laundromat or if I wash my clothes, but so those things add up. Yeah. But I don't know if I could live off of $800. I mean, I don't know. I spend so much money when I come to Accra.
But that's because I feel like you're making up for what you haven't had.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that every night.
Yeah, you would adjust if you were here.
When I went to go get tacos last night, I had some tacos and a quesadilla and a shot of tequila. And it was like $45. That's expensive to me.
That is expensive.
Because that's like American prices, right?
Yeah. That is, but Accra is expensive.
Accra is so expensive. So I'm saying, like, I don't know that. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would live here if I lived here. I know I wouldn't be out every week because I'm from DC and I wasn't outside like that. So, like you said, I think I'm just like making up for
I think
lost, the inability or not having the access. But if I actually wrote down what I spent, it probably would be about $800 per month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so where can people find you if they want to perhaps rent out your Airbnb, if they're in the area and things like that? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so my Airbnb is not ready yet. It's in the final stages, right? Okay. So we have to do the water system, poly tank, and just I have to do all the finishings, get everything together. But it's almost there. it's been such a slow process. Just
How long has it taken you, by the way?
I broke ground in April of last year.
That's not bad.
It's not in the grand scheme of things, because when I got to April of this year, I was like, oh my God, it's been a year and it's fully built. It's just that, again, everything is so piecemeal, and it seems that, like, whereas in America, I'd be able to, again, go to Home Depot and get whatever I wanted, right?
Yeah.
So here, it's like, and there may be some things there in the Volta region that I don't have. And so then I'd be like, oh, let me go to Accra just to get something simple as like a light fixture that I want, you know? So those things are taking a bit of time. But we are in the Volta region. When the Airbnb is ready, we'll definitely be putting it up on the market. You know, I do want to call attention to my youth development work as well.
Please do.
And my website is not quite up yet, but the name of my nonprofit is Healthy Roots.
Okay.
And so I'm open to, you know, my husband also does tours in the Volta region as well. He loves being everywhere. He loves his culture. He loves the Volta region, which is, listen, when the diasporans find out about the Volta region, it's a wrap.
I know. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
It's so
peaceful.
It's so beautiful. The air is crisp. There's so many little pockets. What I love about the Volta region is, like, there's so many little pockets and places where you can go, and there's so many different views of the Volta River, or the lake. It's so many hidden gems. It's mountainous. It's beautiful. I think that if it could just be, if we get it to a place where it could be a little more accommodating in terms of access, it would be a wrap.
I think one of the biggest complaints I hear from people about going to the Volta region is a nice place to stay, somewhere like really comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing that I've heard from people about there.
And there's one on the way.
There's one on the way.
And the reason why, like, to your point about, like, taking on an entrepreneurial spirit is that, and why I decided to do an Airbnb there, or, you know, a nice place to stay, is because when you look up Airbnb places on the Volta region, or not in the Volta region, I'm going to speak for Hohwe in particular, where we live. You have like a few rooms, but nothing like what my place is going to be. Like, nothing like it. So we're really on the forefront of, you know, offering something like that. Where we are, and we're centrally located. We're about 20-25 minutes away from Vliet Waterfalls. We're close to, like, a lot of the other attractions, like the Monkey Sanctuary, all the different mountains that people like to hike. So yeah, it's an exciting journey. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to, you know, the continued process.
I love that. Thank you so much for talking to me today. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was nice talking to you. Nice chatting with you.
All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. Please follow Carla. She's going to be doing some amazing things. I cannot wait to actually go out and visit and see what the Airbnb is like. You know me, I'm really fussy about things. So, you know, I'm going to put her to the test and see, you know, if her place scrubs up to standard and all that. But I'm sure it will. And also support as well. If you're in the same kind of industry and you want to collaborate and things like that, please reach out to her. So they can only find you on your...
So I'm on IG. As DC Bell 79, DC BELLE 79. My nonprofit is on there as well. Healthy Roots Impact is what that is on IG. So that's pretty much where you can find me for now.
All right, amazing. Okay, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Nati Papa.